there are some great顔彩耽美. These are watercolors, and so what we wanted to do was to create a watercolor wash that we're going to punch out the decorations for our card from. And so with the water brush, it is a flexible nylon tip, and in this case we're just going to drop a few dots onto that to let that enliven along. But what we're going to do here is we're going to actually drop some water onto our watercolor paper. Then we're going to spread it around. So this is going to create a wash, and the fun thing about doing this is that let's put a couple drops of water on some of the other colors that we have. There we go. All right, so now what we do is we can pick up some of that color and watch what happens when you touch this. It just washes away, and it just follows the line of it. So you'll do this about good. Odd numbers are always good to remember to do those odd numbers, and then you can use just a paper towel, and we'll use a paper towel, and we'll actually just wipe off that before we add our next color. So because it's still wet, you can just touch it in different places, and it's really fun to see where that wash is going to take it and what type of a design it's going to create all by itself. So again, we'll change colors, so we'll just wash out some of our顔彩耽美watercolors out of the marker, and let's pick up our last color that we're going to do, and then again just touching it in. And it's nice to have some empty spots so that you can have some white space in that. So because this is going to take a little bit to dry, I went ahead and prepared. So we'll set this aside to let that dry. But I went ahead and prepared this using the顔彩耽美and the water brush earlier, and so it is now all dry. Isn't it a fun design that it has on that watercolor paper? So we're going to take one of the kuretake punches, and we're going to insert it. And I like to use them upside down because, let me show you the reason. You can insert it and you can say, okay, where do I want? Oh, maybe I want a little bit of white in there. So then I can go ahead and punch that out and have a really fun design on it. So again, I prefer to use them upside down. And again, we're going to get some odd numbers, and we're going to be able to make a few cards out of this. So there's our 3 that we'll use right now. Then I'm going to pull my paper towel back in, and I'm going to find my score tool. So this is a fun, it just comes out, and this is a stylus. So what we're going to do, I've created a cushion of paper towels, and we're just going to start and do circles around the middle of this. And we're going to see what happens to this punched flower. Isn't that fun? How that comes and just makes it into more of a flower shape. So you just start in the center and just begin to press the stylus into a padded surface. It will make our card. You actually, we could add glitter to the inside of this. We could add some bling. We could glue some different things on the inside of it also. So there you have. Isn't that a fun technique that you can use with a stylus? So now we're going to use the flat chisel tip that we used to create our envelope. But you can see how it goes on blue, and while it's blue, it is still permanent. get that up there. Probably can pull our stylus back over. We'll put our cap on. It's probably a good idea to have the cap on so that we can just use our stylus and make sure that glue is going to be permanent in there. And then we'll be able to, once those are all dry, then we'll be able to insert it into the envelope that we have made. So there's so many creative things that you can do with two-way glue, whether you use them as a permanent bond or as a repositionable bond on fabric, on paper, with glitter, with flocking, all of the fun things like that, or even foil. So we look forward to all the creative potential that you have using the two-way glue by Kuretake in the ZIG Memory System brand.